Nowadays, there are quite literally hundreds of shader packs to choose from, making it pretty time consuming to find one you like. Well, that's where Daddy Disruptive comes in, because he did all the hard stinking work for you and compiled all the best ones into this here video you're currently watching. We've got beautiful shaders, simple shaders for poopy PCs, weird shaders, and downright whack as hell shaders, so buckle the hell up. Also, if you're new to modding Minecraft or shaders, or just want the easy way out, I'd recommend downloading my Minecraft Refined mod pack on Modrinth. This comes with everything you need for shaders, plus some extras to make the game even better, and all you need to do is drag the new shaders into the folder to try them out. Okay, let's start the review. Alright, so first up we're here, of course, in Minecraft without any shaders, but we are on my Minecraft Refined mod pack, which adds a bunch of different... what's the word? Optimization mods, and a bunch of other things like distant horizons. You can see how far these chunks are generating. And we also have an FPS counter at the top left, so you can always keep track of how well the game is performing. Also, just for baseline reference, whatever, I've got an RTX 4090 and a 7950X 3D with 12 gigs of RAM allocated to the game, okay? That's all just for technical reasons. I don't know, dude. Also, we've got max render distance. Yeah, I think that's everything. So let's get into the first shader pack. All right, so first on my list is, of course, the main shader pack I use, and the one that you'll get in this mod pack with the exact settings I'm using here if you download it. And this is, of course, complimentary. So as you can see, performance is pretty good, especially on max render distance with distant horizons as well. And the game just looks so freaking good, man. We've got all the good stuff about shaders. We've got shadows, cooler looking water. Stuff that I really like that this shader pack specifically adds is stuff like foam along the edges. And another thing as well is like highlights on the edge of all of the blocks. You might not be able to tell, it's kind of subtle. But yeah, so every shader pack will have like a settings screen. And something I love about this is it just has so many settings you can tweak. Yeah, so there's before and then there is after. You can definitely tell it adds like a little bit of an outline to the blocks. So I kind of want to go through all the mod packs and explain some good and bad things about them. So the bad things I guess about this one is that it might not run very well on every computer. But the good thing about it is you can go into the settings and you can definitely tweak a lot of stuff. Like you can set performance settings. You can definitely lower a lot of this to get better performance. And I guess another downside is that it kind of does make the game feel and look a little bit cartoony, I guess. It's not the most realistic shader, but it is very vibrant and lively, and that's mainly what I love about it. Next on the list, we have BSL shaders, which is actually what the previous shaders were basically made from. Complementary is like a fork of BSL, I guess. I don't know if that's the technical term, dude. I don't fucking know, okay? But yeah, so it is kind of similar, but there is like a general kind of bluey, like a very blue tint to everything here. I think the settings I have are mostly default. I think I've tweaked a couple of random little things here and there. But yeah, pretty much the rest of these shaders will be default settings. But yeah, sorry, I don't know what's going on. I just cannot speak today, or any other day for that matter. But yeah, so a lot of things are missing here that Complementary has, like that nice foam along the edges of the water. But yeah, so Complementary just basically has way more kind of settings and just an overall different kind of vibe to this. Also, very similar performance as well across the board, pretty much. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, a downside, it does not seem to work with distant horizons. I had to turn distant horizons off and restart my game to get it to work. So it does not seem like, for me at least, it works with distant horizons. Feel free to correct me in the comments. Okay, I want you to be prepared for this next shader pack. I keep going to say resource pack, dude. What am I doing? This one, I didn't even think this was possible in Minecraft. We're going to click apply, and we're just going to see what... Oh my god. What the hell is this, brother? This is the weirdest thing. Like, look at my hand. Why is it on such a weird angle? But there's like just weird haze over everything, and obviously everything is just black and green. It's super weird. Like, and there's like a very weird kind of fisheye effect to this too. Obviously, you're probably not gonna play the game with this. It's more so just a really cool thing, I guess, to maybe show your friends or some shit. I don't know. Also, the water is just pure black. Yeah, definitely a very interesting kind of vibe to this one, like a Tron kind of feeling. I don't know. I really like it though. It's super weird and cool. Now, along that same vibe, we have rudimentary PS1, which essentially is trying to emulate that PlayStation 1 look. So as you can see, everything is very kind of jittery and pixelated. You can also see my frames. Freaking sky high, man. Look at that. It's beautiful. I don't know. I just wanted to try this out because I really do like that vibe. Like all of the games that try and emulate that PSX look. And as you can see as well, we've got that really close fog to get that same kind of vibe with the PlayStation as well. I don't know. I just really like the vibe of this and thought it was definitely worth showcasing. Okay, next on the list is another very special one. This is Insanity Shade. shader, which is specifically a horror shader pack. So you can see it is basically broad daylight right now. Like the sun's right up in the sky and it's very kind of hazy and dark. And it's meant to feel that way. You're meant to be creeped out. And I guess this is probably the main shader pack that a lot of horror kind of mod packs would use. And I kind of want to see how it looks down in caves as well. Oh my God, that is so good. Like you can just imagine some creepy mob off in the distance there. Like, oh, that's creepy. I do want to see what nighttime looks like as well. So let's set it to like 18,000. What? Okay. It is literally pitch black. I have never seen Minecraft this dark before. That is so weird. But the cool thing is, if we probably put a torch in our hands, oh, it doesn't even illuminate that much. That is so creepy. Oh my, dude, I have full goosebumps. That is so good. It's also, there's like a red kind of tinge to the sky as well. That is just, I have never seen that before. That is on another level of creepy, dude. Holy crap. I do want to see what like sunrise looks like as well. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. Oh my God. Yeah, that is the perfect time right there. Holy crap. Just the silhouette of all that. So good, dude. Okay, next up we have Super Duper Vanilla, which is essentially a very kind of potato-friendly shader pack. And dude, I don't know about you, but I actually really like the way that this looks. Honestly, this looks insanely good, especially for the frames, well, that we were just getting. Basically, when I go to load new chunks, it's going to be a bit laggy. But look at those frames. We got up to 200 there. Those clouds as well. Oh, they are something special. I really like those. That is such an interesting look. Okay, that's got to be by far my favorite kind of stylized clouds. I love that so much, dude. Just like the multiple layers that slowly fade. Oh my God, that looks insane. So I do want to check out some different times here. Let's go like sunset. Oh, there's even like a lens flare. Yeah, dude, if you have a crappy kind of computer, these shaders should probably run very well for you, and they look insanely good as well. I am blown away, super impressed by how good this runs and how good it looks. I do want to get a quick look at the water actually, because the water, oh my God, that is so, oh, it even has the foam. And it has the displacing water as well, so the water doesn't just stay at the same level there. It actually slowly goes up and down along the blocks, as you can see. The only thing I don't really like is like the vanilla kind of look on top of the water, but I'm sure you can probably turn that off in the settings. A lot of shader packs as well, when you hover over them, it'll kind of give you a display down below of what they do. But this one doesn't seem to do that, which I'm not really a fan of. If I switch back over to complementary, oh my God, just look at how bright that is in comparison. That is insane. Okay, complementary is still the GOAT. Yeah, see when I hover over this, you see like a little box down at the bottom that tells you what it does. And I really like that. I wish every shader frickin' had that, man. But dude, yeah, seriously, nothing just beats complementary. Look at how good this looks. Holy shit. All right, next up on the list, we have a very special shader, and this is Bliss. We are now entering kind of the super realistic style shaders, and you can see my performance is quite shit. But yeah, we have super like contrasty dark shadows, which is like a pretty realistic kind of look. This water as well, something truly spectacular. Like just look at the displacement of the blocks underneath that. That is crazy. Under here, oh my God, look at the fog. That is nuts. Like that literally looks like you're just swimming in real life. That's crazy. Yeah, obviously a very demanding kind of shader pack in terms of the FPS and stuff there. But what it lacks for in performance, it makes up for in amazingly stunning visuals. Like just look at the highlight on those leaves in the distance. That looks so good. Oh my God. Okay, next we have Photon Shaders, which is yet another kind of realistic shader pack with, well, kind of shit performance. I mean, it would be a lot better performance if I lowered all of my settings and stuff, but I just want to keep them the same for the video, you know? But dude, oh my God. This shader pack has by far the best water I've ever seen. Look at this crap. Look at the caustics under the water. Like, look at that. That is so crazy that is achievable in Minecraft. That water is just like, it looks drinkable, dude. I want to drink this shit right now. So this is not default settings. This is the settings that I literally spent hours on these settings trying to get it looking as realistic as possible. I spent an entire video kind of trying to achieve the most realistic settings. So you can find that video over there with the settings that I used for these shaders. Wow, that was a really roundabout way of saying like what I was trying to say, but yeah. So once again, you can see kind of crappy performance. It seems to be a little bit better than Bliss. Well, in some kind of stages, you can see we went up to 90, 100 there. And again, just insane visuals. Like, yeah, just so good, dude. The clouds as well are truly something special. They just look almost like lifelike, basically. Next up, we have Shrimple, which is basically a shader pack that attempts to maintain a minimal vanilla aesthetic while adding some optional features. I read that directly from the mod page, so yeah, don't judge me. But yeah, honestly, this is a very kind of odd shader pack, if I'm being quite honest. Everything in the distance is super blurry. Is that just me? Like, that is weird. I don't know why it gets so blurry off in the distance. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. I thought this was meant to be kind of a more performance-friendly pack, but it doesn't seem like it. That water though, wow, that is something special. Look at that. Oh, and those highlights. Look at those okay, yeah, this is definitely not a potato-friendly pack. Holy crap, look at those reflections, man. I don't know why I just talked like that for a second, sorry. I just want to take a look at like iron blocks. Those are usually, oh, that is literally like a mirror. Look at that. So yeah, this basically adds like literally ray tracing into the game, I'm pretty sure. Ah, there we go, mode ray trace. Let's apply that and just see how this looks. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is definitely looking ray traced. But yeah, if you're looking for a ray trace shader, this is definitely a really good one because a lot of ray trace shaders nowadays, you have to kind of pay for. And this one's completely free, which is pretty good. So if you like getting those nice interior shots and stuff, okay, we're here in my 100 days ultimate base. Yeah. Holy crap, dude, those interior, like, look at that. You can see the light, how it, like, adjusts, and, like, dude, like, those sharp, like, oh, that looks so good. Just coming through the window there, that is nuts. Okay, next up we have PSX shader, which is, well, another freaking PlayStation 1 style shader. Very similar to the first one, just kind of a bit of a different vibe. Like, I think this one adds like, yeah, adds kind of like horizontal lines across the screen. Yeah, I don't know. I just really like this look and I wanted to try 2 of them. So here we go. But yeah, if you're wanting like, I don't know, just a really unique feel to Minecraft, definitely check these out because this is so like cool feeling. I don't know. I just really love that aesthetic basically. Like, look at how these blocks look. You can't even see, like, the individual pixels. That's so... I didn't even notice that. Like, they actually all blended in. That looks so nice, dude. That is really cool. Okay, next up, we have the miniature shader, which is a very, very bare bones shader, which literally just adds, like, shadows, basically. Like, everything else is pretty much normal, except for the shadows. And they are very... interesting looking shadows too. Like, look at those. That is so weird. They're very pixelated shadows. Also, it does actually change the water too. You can see we got those nice reflections there. It does also offer a little bit of reflection-iness. So you can kind of see that on the glass there, on the, the ice there a little bit. You can see a little bit of reflections there, and same with the water too, of course. Dive into the settings a bit. Oh, okay, this is a bit of an interesting layout. So you can definitely play around. Let's go with the high setting and see what that changes. Honestly, doesn't change much, I don't think. No, so yeah, it doesn't even increase the kind of resolution of the shadows. You can see they are definitely pixelated. So that's the intended kind of feel for this. And I don't know, I really do like that. That looks super cool. So yeah, that's the max shadow resolution there. You can still increase the distance. Oh, pixelation. Okay, let's increase that. Okay, so it does reduce the amount of pixels, but you can definitely still see them with the, even on the max settings there. So definitely very interesting. Oh, that has taken a hit to performance too. Jeez, it's very kind of stuttery now. Even with 100 frames, it's a bit jittery. I don't know, that's a bit weird. I'll see what it looks like on the lowest setting. Okay, so it doesn't even keep the shadows. The shadows are pretty much gone. Water still looks different and nice. So yeah, definitely a very potato friendly kind of shader pack, and I definitely recommend checking it out. Even on just normal settings, you'll get some really good frames, and it just adds those simple shadows in. Yeah, definitely really nice. That's all I have to say. See you later. Okay, we've got another weird one here. This one's the body camera shader. This one does add shadows and everything to the game, but adds that kind of weird fisheye lens with a big stinking vignette on the sides. So if you want to feel like you're a cop, you know, in one of those like clips where they're basically killing people and stuff. Okay, I can't say that. If you want to feel like you have a GoPro strapped to your head and playing the game, then check out this freaking weird ass shader pack. Definitely very interesting, very unique feeling. If you want to make like a found footage style kind of video on YouTube or something, very cool for that. Yeah, big thumbs up. Okay, this one basically just looks like vanilla Minecraft, but once I start moving around, you can see it adds basically just motion blur. That is literally it. Now, the default settings are very intense. Like, this is nuts. So hopefully we can change some of that in the settings here. Strength, let's bump that way down. Holy mother of God. That's way better. Oh my God, that's so good. So if you just want like kind of a... if you want that motion blur look to your game, and you don't want any other shader kind of related stuff, you don't want waviness, you don't want shadows or any of that crap. Apparently it does have shadows. Okay, never mind. I didn't realize that. Let's turn that off. Yeah, I'm not seeing any shadows, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I thought I'd include this one for those people that kind of just like that motion blur look. Like it feels super snappy and responsive. Yeah, definitely just change those settings down to 0.5 there because it's a bit spastic. Even 0.2, yeah. See how you go. Okay, we've got another fun one. This one is definitely extremely unique. We have Genesis here, which essentially emulates the alpha Minecraft visuals. You can see at the top if I disable my FPS counter, it even adds that Minecraft alpha thing there. This shader pack is so interesting and unique, dude. You can see it literally, because Alpha Minecraft didn't even have the grass and stuff, it literally just makes them invisible, like they're still there, and that is just so cool. So if you like, if you really like that Alpha Minecraft look, but you don't want to play on Alpha Minecraft, this shader pack is literally going to be your bloody best friend, mate. Like that is such an interesting and awesome idea for a shader pack. I just had to showcase it here. Like even the colors of the grass and everything are changed to that Alpha Minecraft look, and it's just so good, dude. I love it. All right, and for this next one, we have one very similar to the, what was it called? Miniature shader pack, but all this one actually does is only add shadows. Nothing else is changed from the vanilla Minecraft experience, except that there are some very subtle shadows added. Now, there is definitely a little bit of a hit to performance here. Like, I expected this to run a lot better, which is kind of surprising, but that could also be because I'm loading chunks around the place. Like once I stand still, the frames get a little bit better there. And so in terms of settings, we do have shadow resolution. You can make this 4K if you wanted to, which is kind of nuts. There we go. We have that super, well, it's not very, it's not very smooth, but it's smooth in Minecraft terms, okay? And I'm guessing you can, oh my God, you can go up to 8K. Holy crap. Let's look at that. Oh, that is pretty good. Jesus. Now, one thing I do want to see is if we can make these shadows a little bit more intense, because they're very kind of subtle at the moment. You can change the blur as well, so if you want more blurry kind of soft shadows, you can do that. But it doesn't look like we can actually make the shadows darker. I don't know what PCF sample is either. So yeah, if you're literally only just wanting some super subtle shadows added to the game, then this is the bloody shader pack for you. Now, in terms of my top pick, it's definitely always going to be Complementary, Unbound specifically, because it literally, like, the performance is amazing, the visuals are amazing. Of course, it is a little bit cartoony kind of feeling and less on the realistic side, but that is the style I enjoy mostly for this game. So that's what I'm personally going to be sticking to, and probably a lot of people as well. And yeah, that just about does it for all of the shader packs I wanted to showcase. And if you want to see what a theoretical coastal update could look like for Minecraft, be sure to check out this video right frickin' here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.